Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna. For those of you who are new here, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. In today's video, I'll be doing this month's edition of the Start Small, Spread the Love tag. And if that is of interest to you, please stay tuned. Okay, every month on the very last Friday of the month, I plan to do one of these videos, and this month is no exception. I'm feeling a little out of sorts. I don't know why. So I'm hoping that it's going to be relatively short, as there's a few other videos that I want to film during my lunch break today and then eat something. So for this, what I do every single month is there are two different things actually going on. There's my Start Small tag, which I started late last year, and basically it's just coming on here and doing some shout outs for some channels that have less than 1,000 subscribers. And then there's Just Being Beth's Spread the Love tag, which was her iteration of shouting out some channels, but not just necessarily here on YouTube, but also on Instagram, but also highlighting some artists. And so I plan to do that as well. So for the Start Small tag, and I do have a list, that's what I'm looking at the side there. I did verify this morning that they do have less than 1,000 subscribers. I won't go into depth about each of them. Some of them, sometimes I do, but I need to film this, edit it, and get this up for tomorrow because it is currently Thursday, the 26th. So I'm running out of daylight for this. So the channels that I wanted to recommend to you guys, and hopefully you go and check them out as well, is the Norwegian Colorist, For King and Color, New Creative 32, Bubble of Coloring, and Wendy at Happily Handmade Delights. Quite a lovely name. What I do when I'm watching YouTube is if I come across channels that I enjoy, I write them in my Hobonichi. And so the names that I've listed here have actually been on the list for a while. I'm currently already up through August of names that I'd like to mention. And like I said, right before I film, I do check to make sure that they're less than 1,000 subscribers. Because if they're more than 1,000 subscribers, then I'll actually move them over to the Spread the Love side of it, just because my Start Small really is geared towards channels less than 1,000 subscribers. There are different benchmarks that YouTube has in order to open up various services to content creators. Once a content creator hits 500 subscribers, they do get their community tab. Once they hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, then they could become eligible for monetization. So using my platform to hopefully get eyes in front of smaller channels is something that I'm very passionate about. So it's just an ongoing list for me. Now for the Spread the Love tag, I'm going to start with the artist that I'd like to do a shout out to, and she is known far and wide in the community. Whether you like her art style is another thing altogether. But the artist I want to feature in this month's Spread the Love is Joanna Basford, and it's simply because, love or hate her artwork, the accessibility to her coloring books is second to none. Whether you're looking online or in a physical bookstore, it does bring that coloring as an adult genre out into the public, much more so than through the thousands of coloring books that are available on Amazon. And I love the fact that her coloring books are so accessible. Now, it doesn't hurt that I also like her art style, but artists like Joanna Basford or Kirby Rosanis or Mythographic, where you can pick them up in a store, there is something to be said about having access that doesn't require online shopping that I think cannot be underrated. I'm stumbling and fumbling, and I'm sorry, but we're gonna get through this. Okay, so editing Johanna here. I actually wanted to mention some Instagram pages that I am enjoying in this Spread the Love tag. So I'm just gonna insert this footage. Hopefully it's not too jarring. But 3 Instagram pages I'll be linking below is the colorist Jen 75, it'll be correctly linked below. Of course, I didn't write it down correctly. Amanda Downey and Deb E. Now, they are in the coloring book community and they do some phenomenal work. I've also been very lucky to be buddy colors with them. And so every month I'd like to feature some other Instagram pages that are public, because I won't share anything that's private. At least I don't think they are. Ooh, maybe I should have checked. But definitely go and check them out and just see their gallery of works, because they are phenomenal. All right, back to regularly scheduled program. Now, the two channels that I wanted to talk about and then talk about engagement in a broader sense are Jamie's channel, Jamie's Coloring Love, and Sarah's channel, Chronic Coloring Down Under. And in recent weeks, they've put up community posts, as well as I think they put on Instagram. It's hard for me to keep things straight these days. That they're dealing with some things, so just thoughts and hugs and whatnot. And I wanted to say, when you see that by content creators here on YouTube, a fabulous way that you can support them is going through their catalog of videos, rewatching them. Again, if you didn't know, the duration of watching a video, so the longer you watch a video, the more engagement that video gets. Commenting on videos, liking videos. I know every content creator says that, but it does help with engagement. But for channels that need to take a break because of life or whatever, it does help them be seen by the algorithm of YouTube, but it also lets them know that you're thinking about them. So if you just watch a video or playlist, or you binge old content, then that does help a content creator. It's not going to get the same numbers as new content. In fact, once a content creator comes back from a break, usually those first few videos do very well by way of views, because they've been gone for some time. But if you want to help a content creator just keep a steadiness by way of views, by way of subs, by way of likes and all of those, watching old content on their channel, whether it's a few months ago, a few weeks ago, a few years ago, it all helps with that content creator's viewability on YouTube, because YouTube is strictly about the numbers. So getting views, getting likes, getting shares, getting subs, all helps YouTube want to recommend that channel to other people. So I'm hoping that if you get a chance, you can check out their channels, go through some of their old content, give them some likes if you haven't done so already, leaving a new comment if you've already left one before, watching the video as long as possible. And as far as I understand, even if you watch in 2x speed, which is what I generally watch videos in, it does not affect the watch time, because you're still watching the duration of the video. It's just at a faster speed. I'm hoping this makes sense, but with being a content creator, you're always struggling, at least I am, so I shouldn't speak in generalities. For me personally, I'm always struggling between having the motivation to film, but also wanting to share my hobby and my passions. I've developed a lot of really awesome friendships over the past few years as a content creator, and so you struggle with sharing, but also burnout, but also life, but also I work full time. And so just trying to juggle all of those things can add a layer of stress that I don't think a lot of people realize. And you shouldn't. It's not your responsibility to worry for me, for us as content creators. But I'm hoping this little bit of information can help you, so that when your favorite content creator needs to take a little bit of downtime or off time to do whatever, whether it's big, small, or otherwise, there are still ways that you can support them by way of your views and your likes and your comments. All right, guys. Well, that's it for me for now. And as always, aloha.